sister-in-law thought I was a gold digger until she learned who saved her daughter. I was signing fertility clinic paperwork when my sister-in-law Annalise walked in and laughed. Still working this dead-end receptionist job? No wonder you trapped my brother. She was there for another IVF consultation with her daughter Miracle, their 5th attempt. I'd been secretly donating eggs for 3 years to pay for community college, but Annalise only saw a poor girl who got pregnant 3 months into dating her investment banker brother. Annalise's war against me started at family dinners. She'd call me the meal ticket while passing dishes, examining my clothes with her manicured nails and commenting on the polyester blend. She'd mock my dreams of nursing school, saying I already had my retirement plan growing in my belly. At our wedding, she gave a toast about women who spread their legs instead of their wings. She'd pulled my mom aside earlier, asking if I taught my daughter to fish for rich men. During our first dance, she loudly told her table how convenient it was that I'd gotten pregnant right when James got promoted, questioning the effectiveness of birth control when taken properly. The other guests shifted uncomfortably in their seats. She got more nasty during my baby shower, gifting me a book titled The Gold Digger's Guide to Marriage, with sticky notes marking chapters and comments written in red pen. She announced she'd hired a private investigator because James deserved to know if the baby was really his. My hands shook unwrapping presents while she narrated each gift's price to prove people pitied me. My own mother left the party early, too humiliated to stay. The NICU visits were torture. My son was born at 28 weeks, fighting for life behind glass while Annalise posted on Facebook about women who endanger babies for attention. She'd corner nurses, asking if premature labor could be faked, saying some women will do anything to lock down a man. When James held our son's tiny hand through the incubator, she'd remind him about paternity tests, loud enough for other families to hear. One father actually asked security to remove her after she made his wife cry. My workplace became her hunting ground. She'd appear at the fertility clinic during my shifts, waving my old egg donation forms she'd somehow found in our home. She's been selling her eggs like a cow. God knows how many bastards she's created. She told my manager I was stealing James's financial documents. During lunch breaks, she'd sit in the waiting room, telling patients I was the receptionist who baby-trapped a banker. My chest burned with humiliation as clients started avoiding eye contact. Some requested different receptionists. Annalise even crashed my mother's funeral 6 months later, whispering to mourners that I'd probably gotten pregnant to secure inheritance money before my mom died. She suggested I planned everything perfectly while I stood next to my mother's casket, still numb from losing her to cancer. My legs nearly buckled from her cruelty. James had to physically escort her out when she started calculating how much life insurance I'd receive. The Sweet 16 party was my breaking point. Miracle collapsed on the dance floor mid-song, seizing violently. At the hospital, Annalise paced the waiting room like a caged animal, blaming me for everything. First I trapped her brother, now her daughter was dying. I was a curse on the family. When doctors mentioned Miracle needed a bone marrow transplant, Annalise pointed at me with her perfectly manicured finger. Don't even think about it. We don't want your trash DNA contaminating my daughter. Miracle's condition worsened over 3 days. Desperate, they ran expanded genetic panels searching for matches. The doctor returned looking stunned, clutching test results. Your eggs. You're her biological mother. He explained Miracle was conceived with donor eggs from 2018, looking directly at me with recognition dawning on his face. Annalise collapsed into a chair, her designer purse hitting the floor with a thud. I saved Miracle's life with my bone marrow while Annalise watched helplessly. After the successful transplant, Annalise crawled to me on her knees in the hospital corridor, mascara streaming down her cheeks, begging forgiveness. She promised to tell everyone the truth, to pay for my nursing school, to make everything right. She grabbed my feet like a scene from a bad movie. Security nearly removed her when she wouldn't let go, sobbing apologies. But karma wasn't done. During Miracle's recovery, she found her mother's Facebook posts about me on her laptop, the private investigator's report, the screenshots Annalise had shared in group chats, calling me a calculated whore. Miracle printed everything, organizing it into a binder. At her recovery party, Miracle stood to speak. Instead of thanking her mom, she thanked her biological mother who saved her life twice, once with her eggs, once with her marrow, while Annalise sat frozen, champagne glass trembling in her hand. Miracle moved in with us for the rest of senior year. Annalise watches from her window as her daughter chooses the gold digger over her every single day. She deposits $5,000 monthly into my account, calling it apology money. I donate it to the fertility clinic's fund for women who can't afford treatment. The placard reads, in honor of Annalise Walsh, who learned too late that blood doesn't make family, but cruelty can certainly break it.